Alrighty. Wowzers. Oh my goodness. I don't think that there's been a day in DreamTrips history that I haven't been more excited than I am right now. I mean, my goodness, it's like every single week it just keeps getting better and better and better and better. So it's so freaking exciting. So I want to firstly just thank and acknowledge everybody who got up super early for the call live. So a massive shout out to especially our Aussies. I know we had Kerry, Jeff, and Kiara who were on live, and Jacqueline, I know you were on live as well, and of course to our Kiwi team, we had Jim and Lee, and I'm sorry if I've missed anyone, but yeah, just so freaking proud of you all. I'm just going to press mute. There we go. So freaking proud of you all for jumping on and being part of that launch of our new membership options, which was amazing. Now, I also just want to have a massive shout out to the Cat Lows, Michael and Katie, for just their leadership, for being recognized. I mean, goodness, guys, like have a story written about you in the business for home is just a massive, 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 huge deal. So really like leverage through their story and what they have done, share their story, share the link. Like, we are so lucky to be part of their team. So we have Michael and Katie on. So what I'd actually love to do is throw to Michael first to be able to share. I know, Michael, there's a lot of info that was just shared with us over the last few hours. So Michael, one of the beautiful things that he does is simplifies everything into a shorter condensed version. So Michael's going to share a quick summary of those membership options and benefits for us, and then we'll open to a live Q&A. And one other super quick thing just before I hand over to Michael is just a reminder, and we'll talk about this after Michael shares. Don't do it right now, but please make sure that you do go to that DreamTrips International Facebook page. And Michael, I actually might get you to share. I know you and Katie are all over this. That is a way that you can actually have new people reach out to you. And so I'll get Michael, if you can share that as well. So let me hand over to my absolutely amazing, gorgeous friend who I love, our amazing leaders, Michael and Katie Catlow. Take it away.
All right. Well, you guys can hear me okay, guys and gals?
Yeah, we got you loud and clear. Thanks, Tom.
Julia, is that a breakfast cereal for the morning? And Chris, is it oatmeal or cereal? Do you guys call that?
You're muted, Chris.
Chris has oatmeal. Granola.
And coffee here. Cheers, everyone.
Nice. All right. So cheers as well. And actually, this is a old DreamTrips mug that when it heats up, it actually lights up and turns into DreamTrips. Nice. So for those of you that were on the call, right, like let's take a deep breath for a quick second, because there was a lot of stuff, right? A lot of members, a lot of features, a lot of benefits. It was a long call. For those that were not on there, it's very, very simple what was just gone over with a lot of depth. So just to kind of jump right into, Kylie, can you make me co-host here for a sec?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna summarize everything in a very, very, very concise, simple way that I believe an 8-year-old would be able to understand it. Now, yep, I'm good. Now, that doesn't mean that we won't have questions. I think I haven't really gone over this very much with people, so this will be the first time, so you guys will help me with this. Okay, so these new memberships go live on August 1st. That's August 1st US time, so it might be the middle of the night for you guys. It might be the second. We don't know what time that's going to be, okay? And so we want to help people save during this pre-launch versus the post-launch time, okay? So right now, we're going to keep this real simple, and we're going to focus. This is in US dollars. So when we look at just our DreamTrips memberships, we currently have DreamTrips Gold and DreamTrips Platinum. Does that make sense to everybody? First off, if you're on visual, you can give me a thumbs up. All right. So Gold is $200 US and $57 per month. Platinum is $300 and $100 per month. Now, if you've not been a part of DreamTrips before in the past, we've enrolled millions of people around the world with this program, with these offerings, right? So that's what we currently have until August 1st. So after or August 1st and beyond, DreamTrips Gold is basically going to become DreamTrips Standard. Now, if you do an exact equal to equal comparison, Gold costs $200 right now, and standard will cost $200 on August 1st. So there's no price difference on enrollment. But the monthly membership right now for gold is $57, and they're going to have the same benefits as somebody who enrolls as a DreamTrip standard at $69. So right now, anybody who's enrolled as a gold member before August 1st, we do not know the exact grace period. I literally sent a WhatsApp message to Mark and Tammy as soon as it was over to find out if we can get that info. The second we have that info, we will let you know. But if they are in before August 1st, should be very clear to you. They will save on their monthly membership for at least a short grace period. Any questions on that first? Plain and simple, right? Thank you, Chris. All right, so moving to Platinum is basically just going to be called DreamTrips Plus. And if you notice, right now, it costs $300 to enroll as Platinum. And on August 1st, it's going to cost $400 to enroll. The monthly is going to stay the same. So anybody who enrolls as a Platinum member before August 1st, they are going to save 100 US dollars, hands down. Now, the Plus membership may have some extra benefits and all of that, but it's going to be an equal exchange. So would you rather your friends and family save $100, or would you rather them pay $100 more? So my suggestion is we reach out to those best, the brightest, our loved ones. We at least give them the option. Now, we don't need to go over all of this. All you need to say, don't even worry about new names, like new features, new stuff. Just present gold and present platinum and say, platinum's going to be $100 more on August 1st. Do you want to get in now, or do you want to get in later? Don't worry about name changes and features and benefits and all that stuff. So they're going to save on enrollment. Now, the last part, again, I sent Mark and Tammy a message right away that if somebody is a platinum member, it should be easier for them or cheaper for them to upgrade if they want to get a priority or an elite membership. We don't know what that process is going to be. We're hoping it's just if they want to go to priority, they just change their monthly fee. That's the dream, because the difference is actually priority will cost $600 to enroll. Platinum is $300. So that's a $300 difference. And what we are hoping, fingers crossed, and what many of us are pushing for is that if anybody's in the system as a platinum by July 31st, maybe all they do is just elect to change to priority, and their monthly change from $100 to $129. That would save them $300 if that's the case. Or maybe they do a $100 upgrade. Everybody good on that? Any questions there? Is there any clarity needed? Simple on the memberships. So if somebody adds the RBS, or what will be called the independent business owner, so member and rep, the big thing is on the membership, right? So that's all we need to know there. Was that helpful? Does that clear it up? Make it a little simple, a little visual. All right. So now let's talk about the real bang for the buck and the entire new DreamTrips system. Okay. Honestly, I don't care where somebody enrolls, gold rep, platinum rep, doesn't matter, but we are pushing gold plus and platinum plus as the starting point, because we know it's going to get them on a trip. It's going to increase the retention. They're going to have a better experience. They're going to not have to make the multiple decisions like Mark shared. So right now we have gold plus and platinum plus. The only difference currently is platinum gets the platinum perks, the concierge, the early access, and all of that. So if you think about this plus pack that we have, after August 1st, the equivalent enrollment, because this includes their membership, includes their business, and includes a full Discover trip, is going to be $1,500 US to enroll. So to me, this says friends, family, loved ones, best and brightest, if you want to do this, there's a $200 to a $400 savings to enroll by July 31st. I'll talk about the monthly in a second. Let me stop sharing something. So August 1st in the US, well, everywhere, but it's a Monday, right? If you were on one of the other calls, they said probably the 24 hours before August 1st, all the websites are going to go dark because they have to convert all the old systems into the new systems, do all the tests. So my suggestion is run till Friday. Friday, close of business, close of customer service USA business would be my suggestion. You'll still probably be able to enroll people over the weekend, but if the website goes dark and we can't enroll somebody and somebody's procrastinating, saying, I want to get in y'all's case, do it by Thursday. Bless you, Kylie, because Thursday will be Friday in the United States. So that would be my suggestion there. Now let's talk about the monthly memberships. Okay, when somebody enrolls after August 1st in the Discover Pack, they will automatically be a priority member. So the priority membership is included, which is $130 US plus the $30 IBO fee. The second they enroll with a Discover Pack, they can downgrade to Plus, they can downgrade to Standard if they want to save on their monthly, but the membership enrollment includes the priority membership. So this is a big, big bundled package. As of August 1st, it's going to be a great value because it's a $600 membership enrollment. It's a full-on business system, and it's a full-on Discover Dream Trip. So it's actually probably a better value than Platinum Plus because they get the access to the lounges and all of that stuff. We just don't have that right now. So if somebody is in as a Platinum Plus, and if they make it very easy to upgrade to priority, you're going to save your friends, your family, your coworkers, your best and your brightest. You're going to save them hundreds of US dollars to enroll by August 1st. So all of that to say, as far as presenting to people, I would never, ever, ever for this week to a new person, mention the new membership names, mention all the inclusions, mention all of this stuff. Just say, we've got some really cool programs that are going to be enhanced after August 1st. The benefit of enrolling in pre-launch is you get the best bang for the buck at an even more reduced price. So let's get you in right now. And then on August 1st, we'll figure out if you want to upgrade, downgrade, and all of that. But you have got to get in. And then the last thing I'll share is I don't want you to think about those people that you're going to talk to, because they have people they would want to talk to as well. So if you wait till Thursday to do this last little push, and I know everybody's got busy schedules, busy lives, but I'm telling you that 4 days worth of a little bit of a push could set you up for the rest of your life from a strong financial base standpoint. So you're grown adults, you can choose to do what you want. I'm telling you, we're working hard for the next 4 to 5 days. A, because it's a blessing to them. B, because we want to have our structure set as best as we can. So I would focus today, honestly, because some of the people you're going to show, they might have some questions and need to get their head wrapped around it. So if it takes them 24 hours to get their head wrapped around it, and then they enroll tomorrow, that still gives them 3 to 4 days to talk to their 1, their 2, to get their structure set up. So my suggestion is don't wait until Thursday to get everybody enrolled. My suggestion is start those conversations today. Save them money, get your commissions, get them in, and help them position themselves in the future.
Amazing, Michael. So freaking awesome. So one of the things that Michael and I talked about really quickly before we jumped on was presentations. So just to want to echo what Michael shared. So it's gold, platinum, that's it for this next week. Now we have a live presentation tonight. So that's 7 p.m. Aussie, 9 p.m. for New Zealand. So we can invite to that presentation. Michael, can you just let us know when those corporate ones are as well? Because I get mixed up with the times. Sorry.
Yep. And one other quick thing, Kylie, since you just shared that image, can I share a supporting video that goes along with that image? Okay.
Absolutely.
So Kylie just posted up that summary image of the pricing. So on our YouTube channel, that explanation that I did right there, I basically did a 7-minute. I did a 7-minute explanation. Again, you don't need to be sending this to prospects, right? But it's basically going over what we just went over. If you need it for yourself to be able to explain it, right, just so you can know to use that image, there is a supporting video on our YouTube channel about that saving during pre-launch. So Kylie, if you want to send that video, again, you can. But again, guys, the thing about right now is this is so simple. It really is simple. And we've enrolled 5 million people around the world with a simple idea of it's travel, it's fun, it's making money. Are you in or are you out? And then sometimes people get paralyzed in all of these details, and they get paralyzed even in the simple details of before, where there wasn't any changeover of things. So I just want to encourage everybody, and I know we all have different personalities and we make decisions in different ways. If you find yourself paralyzed, not taking a step forward because there's all this change that's happening, I understand. I feel for you. And let's have like a one-on-one conversation so that you can get your own head wrapped around it. But if you try to explain this to another person, every single one of them will look at you like glazed eyes and they'll have no idea what you're talking about. So all you need to do is just show the video through Rapid Funnel that explains the Gold Plus and the Platinum. The video is 4.5 minutes long. And then if they go, cool, this sounds great, you go, awesome. If we can get you in by August 1st, we're going to save you a whole bunch of money. And then there's a whole bunch of cool stuff coming after August 1st. Like send them a 4.5 minute video, and then like we can save you money. Like, you know, there's nothing more that's needed. And we've already enrolled as a team, I don't know, 300 people around the world using that system. So we should be able to add 100 more people this week if we don't complicate this. So keep it simple, have fun, smile while you send the video, smile while you have the conversations. And remember, this is a blessing to everybody else. So there is a live corporate presentation, Kylie, if that's the one you're talking about, 3 hours and 10 minutes from now. So whatever time that is, 10 a.m. your time?
10 a.m. Yep, 10 a.m. for Australia or East Coast of Australia, and midday for our Kiwis.
Yep, and that's every day moving forward. Those are corporate calls presented by different people in the company. And Hadiatu Damboya, she's a rock star, is presenting on the one in 4 hours. And then the same time tomorrow, Katie is presenting the same time tomorrow.
Amazing. And guys, I'll share those links and everything into the team chat for you all as well. Yes, Lee, that will be the same link, but again, I'll pop that in the team chat for you guys. So that's cool. Michael, I also just put a little private message in the chat. If you can just have a quick look at that in the Zoom chat as well. How long the corporate calls for? So, yep. Which one or both?
I can help with both if you need.
Awesome. So team, I know that I have been doing the presentations on Sunday, Tuesday night. Would we like our rock star leaders, the Catlows, to do a presentation? Would that be amazing? Yes. Awesome. So Michael, if I can get you, I'll host and get you and Katie to do our presentation tonight. So that is 7 p.m. for Aussies and 9 p.m. for our New Zealand teams. So, but for us, like guys, you just have to realize that Michael and Katie have to get up at 4:30 in the morning to do the presentation because it's a 5 a.m. their time. And I know that they're incredible servant leaders and they do that, but we've got to be in massive action. We've got to invite, we have to get our guests onto that call. And we do have that compressed time frame, which is so important. So Michael, I think what we might do is open to Q&A in a second, but before we do, can I get you to share from your perspective, and then I'll add my perspective, just on social media with leveraging off that DreamTrips International Facebook page?
Yeah, so it's kind of there's probably a couple different approaches to this, right? So some people like to use the approach of curiosity posts, right? Like nothing about the company, nothing about the details. And it's just this little bit about like, I travel, I help people do this, I help people do that. And honestly, that's a great strategy. I just don't know anything about social media on how to do that. So to me, I am loud and proud. Like I scream at the top of my lungs on social media, for sake of easy examples, that like I'm proud of DreamTrips. Here's what DreamTrips is. Here's what it includes. And I think today's world is different. People's bullshit meters are really, really high. People's skepticism is like whatever. So there is power in sharing the DreamTrips International content, the DreamTrips International page. And at the same time, there's power in you, in your story, not just a share. Kylie is a master at just like being raw, being authentic. And so for every one of you, like I would just encourage you, the thing that you would want to say to your very best friend, like pick one person in mind that if you could script out your best words that you could share to the person that you're thinking about. That's what I do when I post publicly, because I know somebody's going to relate to it. Right? And if you try to be somebody that you're not, it becomes wonky, it becomes kooky, it becomes like, what is this weirdness? So I'm not a social media expert. Katie does all of like our reels and all that stuff, but I am a person that is loud, proud to say the words DreamTrips and that I am involved and that I want to bless other people. And I will tell you, there's probably people that see my posts that do not want anything to do with DreamTrips, and I may be blowing them out of the water. Like if I would have just done some curiosity posts, maybe they would have reached out to me. But I'm also finding by being loud and proud, I am getting people that I have no clue who they are. Honestly, no idea. Somehow we're connected through somebody that are reaching out and saying, hey, all right, so tell me more about DreamTrips. Or they were in DreamTrips before and they're going, oh my gosh, I heard rumors that DreamTrips was back, but how's it working? So some of that, also remember the law of sowing and reaping, right? So sometimes you might make a post today and in our mind, it's expecting that we're going to enroll somebody today. And that may not be the case. You may have to be consistent in your posting about who you are, about what you do. Every post does not have to be a sharing of DreamTrips International. It doesn't have to be about DreamTrips, but if you stay consistent in your message, travel the world, make money, hanging out with tons of cool friends. And if you've never been on a dream trip, I'm excited about DreamTrips because of this reason. When I look at DreamTrips, this is what I see. This is how I foresee this being a part of my future. Man, I want my friends to come along with me. Like, don't beg people on social media, but tell people. And one last little thing, when I'm reaching out to people individually, like if I knew Julia as a friend, right? And we were kind of chatting back and forth. And I'd say, Julia, hey, Julia, I'd say, Julia, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to say yes. Like, otherwise I wouldn't be sharing it with you. But you're also a grown adult, so I respect your decision of yes or no. But you have to look at this to make sure that you can say yes or no in a real way. This is worth a 10-minute conversation. It's worth hopping on a Zoom. It's worth doing a little 3-way phone call because you're my friend, because you're my loved one or whatever. Like, I want you to say yes. And I think that's a piece that a lot of people miss, is that they're scared to say to people, like, I think this would be amazing for you. Or I think it would be so much more fun for us to do this together. That's why I'm showing it to you. So please, 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 please say yes. Like, I'm not begging you. I'm not saying, please, please, please say yes, I need you. It's, I'm going with or without you, and please come along. It would be so much more fun if we could do this together. So I encourage you, whether it's sharing DreamTrips International, whether it's posting publicly, whether it's individual messages, whether it's picking up the phone and calling people, whether it's running into them. Chris Cummins is a master at just like having conversations with people. No weirdness, just, hey man, this is when I look at Dream Trips, this is what I see, right? You want to come along with me. So to just be you and take action with a smile and with excitement. And I believe that you're compressing this 30 days or 60 days or 90 days into the next 4. I believe your efforts, you will be blown away 3 months, 6 months down the road about what you're able to compress into these 4 days and what we're going to turn that around to. So me, I'd focus on Platinum Plus because it is the biggest bang for the buck. It's going to give them the easiest transition. If they want to upgrade, it's going to give them all the stuff. And then if they want to downgrade, so be it. I do not care. If for some reason they can't enroll with Platinum Plus and they can only do a member and a rep, I don't care. I just want them in the system. But if you start with Platinum Plus and people go, man, this is amazing. Man, this is amazing. Man, this is so amazing. But I just can't do the money or just can't do whatever. It's so much easier to go, hey, no worries. Let's just get you in as a platinum rep for $350. Come on, you're going to do that. And then we're going to book a trip. But if you're starting with platinum rep and then going, this is how it works. And oh, by the way, we've got this other thing that's more expensive. It's so much harder to do that. So I'd focus on Platinum Plus. It's the best service to them. I'd be public about it, and I would go bless a lot of people right now.
Love it, Michael. Thank you so much for that. And remember, guys, we do have our team call on Monday night, tomorrow night as well at 6:30. So we can also answer social media type questions on there. So I thought we'll just open up for a Q&A regarding the memberships while we've got Michael on as well. So I can see, Julia, you've asked a question, money objections. How do you get around that? Do you have a simple one-liner that you could share? Well, I love to actually just say my simple one-liner is compared to what? Like if someone says that's expensive, compared to what? Because I actually think it's freaking amazing. And really it's your posture. Michael, what do you like to say for the money objection?
It's never a money objection, Julia, just as an FYI. And trust me, I've been doing this for 10 years and I've been through ups and downs and twists and turns in life. And but even in my worst times where I had multiple creditors calling me all day, every day, I had credit card payments, like my truck was repossessed in front of my best friend's house. First off, I'm like, how did they find my truck? Like I thought I hit it really well, right? But even during those times, I was able to find the money for the things that were the most important to me. So it's never a money objection. That's just the first easy thing that somebody may say. But I love something that Katie said, and I might not get the exact language right. Do you remember what I'm saying? So travel is never an expense. Travel is an investment into your own life, into your family, into your kids, into your memories forever. And if you look at travel as an expense, as opposed to think of your own life, if you think of what are some of the best memories that you've had in your life, in most people's case, it's something around a holiday of some form or fashion. So I don't have a one-liner, but if somebody says, I don't have the money to do, I do have a one-liner. If somebody says, I don't have the money to do this, the one-liner is, then that's exactly why you need to do this. Yeah. Because how long are you going to continue living the life where you don't have the money to take your family on a holiday, but you're still going to go to work and leave them during the middle of the day? You're still going to do all of these things. So if you don't have the money to do this, it's the exact reason why you have to find the money to do this. So that is a one-liner, but you got to be cautious in how you say that to somebody, right? Say it with a smile, say it with a service heart, say it with compassion.
Compassion,
because especially if somebody's in a bad place, right? Their mindset is probably not in the right place. So people will follow those that know where they're going, and people will follow somebody who says, Julia, I totally understand where you are. I don't know the details of your scenario, but I will help you get out of that scenario. People will follow left and right. So And if you don't, let me back up one other thing. When I first enrolled in DreamTrips, I was very much in debt. Like it was a money issue. So I knew I didn't have the confidence to be able to have those types of conversations with my friends and family. So I got my friends and family in front of somebody that did have the confidence that could have that conversation where I couldn't. And honestly, when I would sit at the table with some of those people, my back would start sweating, like when they would be like, you know, having this with my closest people. 1 second.
Yeah. I would also maybe start to start you in compassion in that way is to ask them how that makes them feel. If they say they don't have the money, then just ask, like, how does that make you feel that you don't have the money to do this? Especially if they say, oh my gosh, that looks amazing and I so wish I could, then how does that make you feel that you don't have the money to do this? And ask it in a compassionate way. Like, really, like, how does it make you feel? Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Can I say one other thing on that? Sorry, I know we've already been
Of
on.
course you can.
So
no,
Julia
Michael, you can't share. Like we're going to stop you.
So Julia and everybody on here, when I first qualified for, because yes, we're a travel company, but we also do incentive trips, right? For like you do production and all of that stuff. So it took me, I don't know, 5 years of doing this part-time to qualify for that first incentive trip. And so this was with the top people in the company in DreamTrips, because you had to be X rank and all this other stuff. My first time, I'm the low man on the totem pole. So yes, I went because it was a vacation, but I went because I wanted to learn from all of the best of the best. And I asked every single person that was on the trip, every single one of them, I asked them 2 questions. Question number 1 was, how long into a presentation did you know you were in? And I'd say 95% of the hundreds of people that I asked said 5 minutes. Like, these are the top people in the company, right? 5 minutes, 4 slides. The second they said travel. So that was an eye opener, because the top people in the company had no hesitations, had no objections, had no, like, they maybe needed to get a few questions answered here and there, but they knew within 5 minutes that they were in. So do I want to spend a lot of time with a bunch of people who are trying to beat the thing up and like blah, 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 or do I just want to show another one that goes, sign a brother up, right? Like, sign me up. But then the second question that I asked was awesome. How long did it take you to sit down and actually see a presentation? Some people were like, oh, my friend called me, I met him right away. Some of them said, oh, 2 years. 2 years, I blew my friend off. I thought it was this, I thought it was that, like all this stuff, years and years. But once I saw it 5 minutes, I knew I was in. So this is where I literally just got goosebumps down my whole body. If I could impart into anybody that's a new rep with us, it's like, do whatever it takes to get somebody to spend 5, and the video is 4.5 minutes. Remember that? Like, everybody told me 5 minutes, and we used to have hour-long presentations or 25-minute videos. The video in Rapid Funnel is 4.5 minutes long. So everybody knew within 5 minutes. 90% of them knew within 5 minutes. So I'm at the point, Julia, and I'm not saying this is what you or anybody else should do, but I'm at the point when I talk with people, if they kind of blow me off on social media or like what, I'm like, Julia, I'm going to call you every hour on the hour for the rest of my life until you give me 10 minutes to have a conversation with you. Like, I don't care what you think this is, because I know a lot of people may operate like this, but once they see it, they're either in or they're out. And so you're not allowed to tell me no until you watch the 4.5 minute video. And here's the beautiful thing. If you use Rapid Funnel, you'll know if they stop it halfway through or if they watch the whole thing. So if somebody stops it 37 seconds in and then messages me and says, it's not for me, I go, you're full of shit. I can see that you didn't watch the video, or I'm calling you every hour on the hour for the rest of my life until you spend 4.5 minutes and watch the video. But also at the same time, if they stop it like that and they're being whatever, they're just not the right one, and move on to another one. But the people who get it are going to get it. And some are going to be a little reluctant to sitting down, and some may have a question or two, but just show more people.
I absolutely love that, Michael, that, yeah, we can overcome objections, but you also want to make sure that that person is asking from the right place, So having, and I'm sure Katie can relate to this, having sold gym memberships for about 15 years of my life, when we taught objections training, one of the things that we always were taught to do was to isolate the objection first. So no matter what the objection is, so let's just say in this case, Julia, it was the money. So Julia, if it wasn't for the money, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious would you be of getting started straight away? And if they say, yeah, well, I'm a 10 and a 10, it's just the money, then I go, okay, so if we can figure out the money, you're in, right? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. Then I go, great. Now let's figure out how we can get the money, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. And I found that that's another, or if someone says, oh, I just need to talk to my husband first. Great. So, is there anything else that would stop you from getting started today? So if hubby says yes, are you all in and all on board? Yep. Great. Okay. Let's go talk to your amazing husband, Jim, or whatever the case is. So I find that that's another thing of just reflecting that question as well. All right. So guys, does anyone have any other questions? I know we've just had a lot of info on memberships or anything while we've got Michael and Katie on as well.
Yes, sorry, I've got a question, Kylie. It's not membership related. I'm trying to get onto that DTR.event/Rome to invite a friend or reserve a seat for her, and I just cannot get on. It says no site. I don't know if I've tried all different ways. Do you know if it's live or if it's working? The
Michael,
one that
you're trying to see if you can log on now.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying since Tammy gave us that snapshot, the DTR.event/Rome, and I have tried everything, and I've tried it, capital letters Rome. I've tried everything, and I can't get onto it.
Okay. Are you able to get onto it, Michael? I'm just logging in now to see if I can access it from here.
Yeah, I got it. /Rome. Double check the capitalization on it.
Yeah, I've tried it with capitals and without capitals, and it still comes up with detail, all different other domains.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm getting can't be reached either.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see if we can find that to get you a link, Jackie.
Wonderful, thank you.
You're right, Dylan. All good. Okay, any other questions? No? All good? Awesome. Well, in that case, Michael, is there anything that you want to share as we wrap up?
No, I tried about 7 different versions as well and don't see it. So maybe it's not live yet, or we'll send a message to Mark and Tammy, Jackie, about that. But guys, gals, for all of you, I know there's like a lot of messages that are like, all right, there's this call, there's this call, there's this training, there's this stuff, there's all that stuff. Like, it's incredibly overwhelming, right? And so life is not normally like this. For whatever the reasons are, spiritually, universe, God, choice, your own, like whatever, you chose to enroll during a pre-launch, right? So I don't mean to minimize the overwhelm, because there's a lot of things and different websites and different links and different all this stuff and different resources. So it is overwhelming. And so for whatever those reasons are, we have chosen to say yes during this time period. So embrace that. Lean into it, give a little bit of grace to yourself, give a little bit of grace to the process, and realize that in this industry of direct sales, relationship marketing, network marketing, the people that are there at the beginning, it doesn't mean that they're guaranteed success, but it does give them a shot at having to ride the wave, to ride that launch, but we have to take action in that. And so with a pre-launch, normally somebody enrolls and there's just the hope that the product is going to work. There's the hope that the company is going to be successful. And so again, you chose to say yes during this time frame with a company that has a massive history, has massive successes. So just if there's too many Zooms coming at you, if there's too many links coming at you, if there's too many resources, if there's too many changes, just take a break from a moment, flip your phone over on the table, take a deep breath, right? Smile, right? And just remember, okay, I'm here for a reason, and reach out to Kylie, reach out to somebody that can help calm the nerves down a little bit. And then it's just about simple little actions. send a little video with excitement, send a little video with excitement, send a little video with excitement. This is not complicated. This is very simple. It's very easy. It's very fun. It's very exciting. And it just takes a little bit of, and then we go do that. So we got 4 days to do a run with some, that'd be the last thing I'd do.
I love it. Thank you, Michael. And yes, look, I can totally relate, because on Wednesday I had my own meltdown, you know, because the rest of my life is in chaos, because this has been a huge focus. So we all get those feelings. So I love that. Such a great tip. And guys, the other thing that I would love to say is, just in final words to wrap up, we only ever get one opportunity to launch a company. And, you know, yes, it can be overwhelming and it can be really crazy, but I would just say right now, like seriously, the next 4 days can make such a huge impact in your business, in your life. And, you know, for me, one of the things that I did in the 5 years that I was a part of the old DreamTrips is I used to ask every single top leader, if you could go back and start again, what's the one thing that you would do differently? And without fail, every single one always said, I wish I'd have gone faster. I wish I'd have shared with more people. I wish I'd have shared with my better people. So guys, that would be my advice to you is, yes, we have our spot locked in pre-launch, which is amazing, but now share this with your best people and your favorite people who are near and dear to your heart, your family and friends. And let's give them the opportunity to lock in their spot in pre-launch at the top, and also that time to share with their people as well. So guys, thank you so much for jumping on. A massive shout out to everyone who was on that last call live. I have never been more excited about DreamTrips than I am right now. And congratulations on being here in the pre-launch. So let's go.